Here with us tonight to crown this year's homecoming is the Bruin Bear. And now, Rock Bridge, your 2021 homecoming queen is Zachary Wilman. Congratulations, Zachary, and to the entire homecoming royalty team. Best wishes to everyone. You all look great, and you represent us well.
Wait, whoa! What the
Ha! Gay!
And we are back. Oh, I'm afraid so. We're back. It's that time, guys. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you're all having an amazing day, and I hope you guys have all prepared yourself for your daily dose of brain rot, also known as epic woke TikTok fails.
TikTok is degenerate trash. Correct.
Everything woke turns to shit, okay?
No truer words have ever been spoken, ever. In case you guys had trouble hearing that first TikTok clip we showed, just to let you know, Zachary, of whatever high school that was, Zachary won this year's homecoming queen. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming back. Oh boy, we got a real banger today. Check out the screen. Instead of just married, people are putting now on their vehicles just vaccinated. I don't know. All right, I don't even know what to say anymore. This is all just so ridiculous. So before we get started, I just want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. Today's video is being brought to you by Denise S. Thank you so much, Denise. Greatly appreciate you sponsoring today's video. Denise has sponsored several videos in the past. Denise also is a huge supporter of MAGA Mouse, and Denise wanted me to give a shout out to another YouTube channel, a podcast kind of channel, someone that's just getting started, a veteran, Ancient Order of Men. I checked it out, subscribed to the channel. I guess he's just getting started, and the YouTube's overlords are throttling his channel, just like they're doing to all of us. So after this video, if you want to go go check out Ancient Order of Men. Thank you, Denise, and thank you so much for that recommendation. If you would like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there's a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of that video unless stated otherwise by you. All right, there's really not much else to say except let's just get into it, get it over with, get it out the way. All right, we're going to start it out. So this lady is we've been doing the legend of the week, the boss of the week, whatever you want to call it. We're kind of going to give it to this lady because her reaction to this isn't quite legend status, but you can tell she's a decent person. My reaction would be a lot different. So the person filming this TikTok calls the person that we're seeing now Karen. Well, that should be reversed. All right. The person holding the film says, "Where's your mask?" Roll the film, please.
Where's your mask? Huh? Where's your mask? Where is your mask? Really?
Well, I'm going to take this damn mask off.
So this nice lady just turned around, smiled, turned back around. Clearly this lady filming, if she was in any way afraid of this woman without the face covering, she wouldn't have walked right up into her, 6 feet of space, so her social distance space that apparently was just a number at random they made up, and approached her like that. This lady just smiled, turned around. That happened to me a couple times last year. I wasn't as nice as this woman was. We're just going to leave it at that. So bravo for you, man, for just turning around and ignoring these, the mask patrol and doing your thing. Clearly the owners of the store have no problem with it. She's there shopping. All right. Moving right along. Okay, this next woman handles it exactly the opposite of the first woman. So this woman isn't wearing a face covering either. She's approached by someone that asks her, why isn't she wearing it? As the first woman just turned around with a smile on her face and ignored the mask patrol. This woman doesn't. Roll the film, please.
You need a severe loss. You need a severe lifestyle. You need to get the out of my face and leave me alone, because you are all nothing but the lowest form of military that ever existed in ever. You need to get out of this life. And no, you don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you.
He's an angry elf.
Well, I don't recommend coming unhinged like that, but these people just they walk up and getting these people space and ask them. Clearly, they're not. If they were worried about the person, they would be standing at the other end of the train, car, or bus, or whatever they're on here, and it just moving right along. All right, next up, our teacher feature. Just one of our teacher features. We got a couple today. As scary as that is, roll the film, please.
So I came out to my school as non-binary back in May, and now we're back at the beginning of the school year, and things have been rough. But there are moments like this past Friday that make my job worth it. I've been working in the library for the past few weeks as a specialist teacher because we don't have our teacher yet. And a week ago or so, one of my students called me like, yes, ma'am. And I said what I usually say, which is, I'm not a ma'am, but I appreciate the sentiment. Now, they were all confused because they didn't know what to call me. And I didn't have really an answer for them at the time. I was just like, honestly, you don't have to use anything. I don't really know. Then this past Friday, I had them again. And one of the students raised their hand and was like, last week you said we couldn't call you ma'am, so what should we call you? And I had a thought. In a moment decision, I looked at my kids and I said, you know what, you can call me Captain, because that'd be funny. There is now a solid at least 10 fifth grade boys who are now calling me Captain K.
Holy cow.
That is the stupidest thing I ever heard of. Jesus Christ.
Don't the... What? Moving right along. All right, just in case you didn't get enough of that teacher feature the first time. Roll the film.
Hi, it's International Pronouns Day. I'm a non-binary elementary school teacher, so here's how I talk to my students about pronouns and such. Hi, my name is Mix K. It's Mix. So kind of like cookie mix or mixing bowl, that sort of thing. That's how it's pronounced. That is my name. That is the name that I'm comfortable with. It is the name that makes me happy, and I would like it if you referred to me as such. See, I'm not a Mr. or a Miss, so I go by Mix because that's what makes me happy. Now, you have a name that you like to be called other than the name that's on the paper, right? It's the same thing for me. I have a name that I prefer to be called, and that's the one that you're going to use for me, okay? Now, I don't consider myself to be a boy or a girl. I just see myself as a person. So that's why I go by Mix. So I'm actually non-binary. I'm not really comfortable with feminine terms being used for me. If you can find some alternatives, that would be great. My pronouns are they, them, and she, her. Thank you so much for asking. What are yours? Talking about gender is not something that's out of the realm for children. Honestly, the most understanding people when it comes to my identity have been the students that I work with. So it's important to be yourself, because being openly you is probably the most important thing you can do for the kids of this generation.
That doesn't make sense.
Wow! The land of make-believe!
So, what is it? Mix Captain here thinks that confusing the hell out of the kids is the best thing they can do for this generation. Go figure, huh? Now it makes a lot of sense. Well, it did before, but you see these kids coming out of elementary school, middle school, high school, and colleges, just like this. Makes sense. Moving right along, please. This guy definitely doesn't wear the pants in the relationship. Literally, roll the film, please.
My girlfriend and I were talking about, hypothetically, if we got married, would you take my last name? Obviously, no, we're feminists. That's not what we're trying to do. But then I was like, okay, so you're going to keep your last name, which is actually, that's actually your dad's last name. So you could take your mom's last name, but that's actually her dad's last name. And it goes on and on it goes. And I realized there's no such thing as a female last name. Like, they just simply don't exist because patriarchy.
Suggest you stop whining like a little bitch.
Now, I'm not 100% sure I'm buying this guy's story that he actually has a girlfriend. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. I could be wrong. I could. Moving right along. This clip just, it sums it all up. Roll the film.
I'm Cody, pronouns em, airs, or zem, zers, or really any neo-pronouns that aren't z, her, hers. I am a white, transmasculine, femme, non-binary, temporarily mostly able-bodied, neurodivergent, obsessive-compulsive, chronically ill, culturally Jewish, Unitarian Universalist, non-monogamous, demi-low romantic, gray demi-bisexual, survivor of acute and complex trauma, millennial, and cat parent in mental health recovery.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
What? I don't know. Like I said, we're going to have an app or something on the phones where we can look up the new woke speak. So we can translate clips like this. Moving right along. All right, this is our second teacher feature. Wow. And listen, there's a song playing in the background here that might be copyrighted. So when I upload it, if it gets copyrighted, I may have to cut this clip out. So if you see this clip and then nothing after it, the next clip, that's why. We're going to give it a shot, though. She's talking over it, so hopefully it works out. Roll the film, please.
Respect the pronouns. So if you don't know me, I teach middle school, and I get a lot of back and forth on my For You page about the generation that's coming up now. But I will say one of the coolest things about this generation is that they really have tapped into who they are, what they believe, all of that. So specifically, I have one student, well, I've had three, but one student today came up to me and told me that they wanted me to change their pronouns and they would prefer if I referred to them as a different name. And I was like, yeah, of course, like that's just the respectful thing, right? But in my mind, I was just like, how cool is it to just know that you feel a certain way and that you want to be who you are? And like, I did not have that kind of security when I was in middle school. But like, it just makes me really proud of the kind of people that they're becoming because they know what they want and they know who they are. And it's really cool to watch.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
These teachers think they're actually helping the students by trying to be their friends instead of teaching them to get ready to go out into the real world. It's I can't even imagine the kids in these schools these days must just be so confused. Every day must just be a complete mind fuck. Moving right along. All right, listen, I'm going to end it on this one. I'm having some technical issues. I hope they're not going to try to edit them out. I'm terrible at editing, but so we're going to wrap it up here on this video, which I should just end it now, but I just got to show you how depraved these people are. You guys already know, but anyway, so if you made it this far, give yourselves a round of applause, a pat on the back. You guys know I cannot do this alone. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, become a member of the greatest community on the YouTubes. That's you guys. I love you all dearly. Once again, a shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Denise S. Thank you so much for bringing us today's video. And once again, Denise wanted me to shout out Ancient Order of Men. Check it out after the video if you'd like. Also, you guys already know, just I don't even got to say, you guys just crush that thumbs up button. You guys like that comment section up. You guys share the video out. And I am so grateful to have this amazing community. And some of these videos I know are so hard to watch just over and over again. So you guys that show up every day and stick it out and show love and support, I appreciate it. This is disgusting. I'm going to mute it out. I have to mute some of this out. I apologize. I think you'll get the hint. I'll get the picture of what's going on here with this. Not quite for sure. Roll the film, please.
I was at like a sex dungeon at this bar in Chicago once. It's like a basement. You had to take off your clothes to get down there. You get down there, there's a bunch of people just dark. So I got fucked with 4 random people, and they all came, which was crazy. Somebody probably peed in there too. That probably happens. There's just a lot of stuff. There's a lot of fluid around.
That's some wild shit.
You're sick. I really mean that. You're sick.
What is wrong with these people? This is what I think when I think of all the people on Antifa. Once you rip their masks off, this is what I think of that you see underneath. Wow. I apologize for that last clip. Anyway, that's a wrap. And actually, our hero of the week, legend of the week, boss of the week, we're going to give it to this road crew. I'm not exactly sure where this is, but this road crew, love it. Let's go, Brandon. All right, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it if you made it all the way through. I don't know how you guys do it. I'm not sure how I'm still... Anyway, love you guys. Take care. Things are getting real crazy. So just take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. And in the words of the great George Washington, stay strapped or get clapped. Let's go, Brandon. Love you guys. Peace.